trash can.
I didn't appreciate Alyson saying that Tyler was the troublemaker, because he's not. And also, even if he was, why would you want to enforce that in front of everybody?
Those garbage cans are like the opposite of bear-proof. You know, it's actually really unhealthy for animals to eat our trash.
Simmer down. We don't have time for a ranger rant. And I've got the wildlife channel too, you know.
Maybe.
Who's kooky enough to bike to work in sub-zero weather?
That would be Vincenzi. He's got a bike for every season. Names him too.
What were we saying?
What's one called?
Duncan Rocket.
I was gonna say, it's funny that you see that as like a bad thing, because I view that as a compliment.
Yeah, but if
I know that, like, I know it's like not supposed to be, but I'm like, yeah, I'm the bad kid. That's me.
I get it, but in the context of his life, he's really had to live with the consequences of being labeled the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since he was the one who took the blame for what his sister did, which she did to save him. So that's like, I don't know, I'd be annoyed if it's like, I just like spent all this time in child prison.
I mean, she also has to live with the memory of killing their mother.
That's true, but I would be like, really, sister? Okay, so I have to
Create a diversion.
create a diversion. All right. Maybe if I like knock these over.
That pile of paperwork?
What about it?
I could tip it over.
Kind of messy, but I mean, sure.
You want to find a different way to do it?
Yeah, let's look around and see if there's other things that we could do.
I just want to do something that's like not gonna make everyone hate.
No, I agree, but I mean, I would just think maybe we should look at our options.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Guess I probably can't trip the circuit breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
What about those missing people posters? I could pretend I've seen someone.
Yeah, sure.
No, that'd be terrible. That's a horrible thing to do.
Yeah.
No.
I think you gotta respond.
Oh. I wanted to look at when they disappeared. I'm gonna look. They 2004, 2011, 2015, 2015, and 2015.
Okay, you're gonna run out of time here.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
I
It's
thought it was
fine.
gonna like automatically trigger to do it.
Yeah, no, I understand the anxiety of that.
It's video game countdown anxiety.
Yeah, let me relax, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna have that Katamari Damacy, wee, like.
Yeah, can we get a petition to remove the wee woo from all iterations of Katamari? Where it's like, okay, I'm just trying to relax. Alright, here we go. I think this one's the least asshole.
Yeah.
Just like, oops,
Yeah.
because the lights
Whoops.
thing, the
Yeah.
lights thing, everyone's gonna be like, hey, what?
And you just turn them back on.
Jesus, Tyler, what happened?
Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Just leave that there.
That was a very... Nobody would care if you drop stuff on the ground.
I'm in position.
What now?
Turn right when you exit the station and follow the side of the building. The staircase will be right there.
Yeah, I know, Alyson. God.
Crisp winter air.
Okay, I'm by the door. Come on.
Hold
Be
on, let me
safe,
read
not
all.
sorry.
Let me read all these things before we go up there.
Yeah, now that we're in the middle of like sneaking around.
Shit.
Where are you?
Right here. Open the door.
Oh, look, he has a survivalist rope on his
You take
butt.
Control of your destiny. Own it.
I didn't get to see that before.
old is Brown?
38.
Oh, wow. Graduated really young.
Youngest officer to ever join the DCPD. If Eddie catches us in here...
There's no turning back now.
But he had cordage, which is like emergency rope in case you get lost in the woods, which
Personnel
apparently is
files,
super
no
important.
records, 0 case files.
November, the Little Dipper. Or Big Dipper. It's a dipper.
Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail. Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
None of our business.
You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009?
I did, but they rejected me. Michael and I were supposed to go together. He went, but I was stuck here for the summer with no one but Justin Beaver for company. Why?
Well, this letter says you got in.
What the hell? He just turned it down?
I'm sorry, Alyson.
Shouldn't be surprised he's lied to me in the past.
I told you, this guy, I don't know, it was something about him. I was like,
Oh, no. I don't.
Not you, I meant just the world.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I agree with you that something is up with him. I have merely been trying to look at, like, why Alyson would stick up for him.
Yeah, I think it's because Alyson sticks up for him so much that makes me think, what? I don't know, something about it made me feel weird.
I just think about all the times when somebody has a really shitty family member, but they still stick up for them because
it's family.
It's family. And, like, even if they treat the person not so great or they're kind of an asshole, blah, 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 she was accepted.
Are you sure you checked all the emails?
Yeah, something like, I think it was because he immediately tried to pit them against each other in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it was like, he essentially, in so many words, was like, it's either you or me, him, or it's either Tyler or me, Alyson.
I mean, before we even got to that, though, we found out that he kept them apart from each other.
Yeah, and he had a reason, not a good one, but a reason, and I just, something about it, I don't know. You ever just have a bad feeling?
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fire?
What'd you find?
It's an invoice. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed administration would like to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
I knew Eddie pulled some strings to send you there, but that's a lot of money.
More backdoors and secret moves.
Maybe he didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
Well, now I feel like I'm in his debt.
Did you know that there was a judge who kept sending kids to juvie way more than they should have been? And the reason everyone found out why is because he was getting paid every time he sent a kid to juvie, because all the juvies were for profit.
I just want to be super clear, though. What this implies is that he was paying essentially for him to go to, like, a residential therapy instead of going to a jail.
Yeah. Sorry, that was just like a side thing, but he did pay for this.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap for residential treatment, though.
I mean, it depends what the time frame is for. I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming for
You
years.
checked all the emails?
Oh, no, that's for 2
No.
months. See? It's only for 2 months.
It says transactions are prorated due to release. So.
Transactions are prorated through 3/7/2012.
I like how we're getting hung up on the cost, even though that is really, like, not the important takeaway from this.
Yeah, due to release prior to quarterly period. If you have questions, please contact the Division of Financial Services as soon as possible. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed administration would like to thank you for all the support you've given us over the years. Sincerely yours, William Emerson.
Are you sure you checked all the emails?
I guess we should check the emails since she's asked us about it 3 times now.
You finding anything?
No.
I'm worried that if we check the emails, it's going to initiate us to leave. So I want to see all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stealing that moose for my collectibles.
Hey, you.
He has another... This is the second time we're seeing the Little Dipper.
Though we are destined to burn, we emerge as stardust.
Is that? Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Burn it. Burn it with fire.
What?
I mean, I assume it's Alyson's. That's why we're seeing all the star stuff.
So this says stuff, so we can read this.
Floating amid the Perseids, I search for you, my all-wade in the dragon's head. I roam alone while other stars burn into my zone, but they cannot be observed, for I see only you, and push the others out of my Milky Way into another galaxy and remove the gradients to better view your radiance. And though we are destined to burn, we emerge as stardust and make the universe anew, and there is only me and only you.
Oh, look, there's a picture of Alyson.
Are you sure you checked all the emails?
Okay, Alyson, there's other things to look at in here. I'm snooping.
The police chief of Delos Crossing hosts charity events?
Huh? Oh, yeah. The community social. He volunteered to help. And since he pretty much knows everyone, and more importantly, who's called the cops on who, he's in charge of the seating chart.
Hey Eddie, you'll find enclosed your invitation for the annual social. As usual, it included a +1 on the chance that one day you'll use it. Cheers, Elliot. So he is, I assume this is implying that he is terminally single.
I was going to say terminally single. I was going to say perpetual bachelor.
I
That
just
sounds
wanted to be a dick.
Wow.
Let's put the Vecchies next to...
Can you not?
Oh, I want to mess with it. He's terminally single. We have bad news.
That's so rude.
I don't care. I hate that man.
Brown really wants everyone to know what a fine, upstanding citizen he is, doesn't he?
All right, now
Genuinely good person. Saying that here makes me feel even worse.
You heard it here first. Mari hates single people.
single people are not valid. Even though what I was actually trying to do is be a dick to the guy who is a dick to Tyler. Don't like get me messed up, okay?
Don't misconstrue. Mari says single people are valid.
Single people are valid. I just don't think Eddie's valid. He's invalid.
Huh. The Delos police force is getting a new officer.
Finally.
This guy has a record, and not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Eddie has a really hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
There's always a choice.
Yeah, this reminds me of, I was actually just reading a book the other day, and one of the characters, it was like a side point to the main plot, but it was talking about how, like, a cop got fired, and, like, they were like, oh, like, we had to, like, go 3 towns over to, like, find a new, like, police station that would hire me, even though I'd, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, yeah, I mean...
'Cause you're a butthead.
Yeah, because, like, you shouldn't be a cop if you're being arrested for, like, all of these things. Like, if the station that you're at fires you, I feel like it shouldn't be okay to, like, get rehired.
Sure you checked all the
I'm having a
emails?
hard time being hired as a cop because you shouldn't be a cop.
Yeah.
Like, armed robbery.
It's kind of like, I feel like in a lot of different professions, there are certain things that, like, if you're getting in if you're getting in trouble for, like, embezzling money, you shouldn't be a financial advisor. Do you know what I
Facts.
mean?
Yeah.
It's just pretty...
What am I gonna do?
Do
not
something
that-
else.
Yeah, do something else.
Yeah.
What are the cops gonna do if we don't give them put on paid leave? I don't know. Think about the consequences of their actions.
I mean, it just reminds me of, like, well, what would we do if, like all of...
Are you sure
well,
you checked all the emails?
Alyson!
U.S. Army military, sandwich artist, education, North
Fuck
Pole
yeah.
High School,
Sandwich artist.
General Education Development Diploma 2000. Is this the same guy? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It
the
is.
same guy? Well,
Yeah.
then fuck this guy. Yeah. No hate against people who've enlisted in the military. I understand that, like, that's, like, I wouldn't be able to do that. You're more powerful than I am, but there are people who also happen to go into the military for weird reasons, come out, and they're given favorable
Are you sure you checked all the emails?
hiring opportunities to the police.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say most people are like normal human beings, but then other people are like, oh, you were in the military, you're in. You're like, but they committed crimes.
Yeah. Well, it's like, being in
Whoa.
positions of...
Brown looked at our file this morning.
Oh.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
Okay.
I don't know, but there's a reference number, R68653.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say being in positions of power doesn't automatically make you an asshole, but a lot of times assholes are drawn to positions of power.
This is what. Yeah, agree. I like. People are
You
like,
agree,
oh,
you
not all
agree.
cops are bad, and I'm like, yeah, but like assholes want to be cops. That's a fact. Like, what? If you're a bully and you want to have a reason to bully people and get away with it, yeah, you would want to be a cop.
And even like aside from that, well, we don't have to get into a whole thing about it, but it's okay, so we got the case file number. It hasn't been digitized yet, so you can find the paper originals in the archives for other references about the case. Transcripts of phone calls have been taken out, but you can find the digitized calls through the appendix. Let me know if you need anything else. Do you want to look at the other emails?
Yeah.
Huh. Tom invited Eddie over for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying way too hard to get Eddie's endorsement.
Does he? Support Tom?
He preferred staying neutral.
Good morning, Chief. Tessa and I would love to have you over for dinner on Thursday night, and I know you cannot say no to her roasted salmon. I didn't catch it myself, but it's this morning's catch. Looking forward to seeing you. Thomas Vecchi.
Veni Vidi Vici. What's that from?
Veni Vidi Vecchi.
Yeah, but like, what is that from? Veni Vidi Vici.
Uh,
That's like a magic spell from some old movie. I can't remember.
I feel like that's an actual phrase.
I remember hearing
I'm
it.
gonna just look it up because I know that it's.
I remember hearing it in a movie and it being like for something.
I came,
cool.
I saw, I conquered.
Ah.
It's from Julius Caesar.
Yeah, but like what I remember seeing it in like some old movie for kids. Whatever. Look, implicit bias training. Good morning, everyone. You good or?
I was just gonna look up the movie quote.
Please remember your presence is required Wednesday, November 11th at 1300 hours. I need us all there to speak. So now, if you can't attend, and I'll reschedule. As I said this morning, we'll be talking about implicit bias. This is not punishment and has nothing to do with the dismissal of Randy Spears. So it does. It has everything to do with him. We all can benefit from the discussion no matter who we are. I've attached some reading material we'll be discussing and am available if there are any questions. Chief Eddie Brown.
I'd like to remind you of your upcoming council meeting on Saturday, November 5th, June, blah, blah, blah. You might want to, I think we go to the bottom.
I know, I just had to put my drink down.
Yeah. People, we are all adults here. Whoever keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink better learn to clean up after themselves, or I will personally stuff said culprit into the washer so they can see how it works. Maria Olivar.
People, we are adults here. Whoever keeps...
Man, who pissed in her cereal this... Go up. Man, who pissed in her cereal this morning? You hit reply all, Sherlock.
I have to use Y and only scrolls one direction, so it's confusing sometimes.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So R68653.
One of his emails mentioned the archives. That's gotta be where our file is.
Yeah, see? Now she's walking out, and we would have had to be like, wait, I want to snoop more.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Please tell me you know what the code is.
To the highly confidential police archive?
Then, how am I supposed to open the door?
I spent hours playing next to this room. I'd see people go inside all the time. The keypad does this little tune. Dum-da-dee-doo.
Seriously?
Go on, try.
Alright, so we know...
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo.
So we know that it's going to be these four, because they're all pressed.
Yeah.
So let's try... Oh. Alright.
I don't think that's the right order.
You see how, like, the... Well, maybe...
How did that tune go again?
Dum da dee doo.
I'm sorry. I don't think I got that.
Dum da dee. Oh, shut up.
You never told me you had perfect pitch.
Shut up.
The circles, I think, indicate the tone. So maybe. Oop, shit.
I don't think so, because they literally just go every
How did
other
that
up
tune
and
go
down.
again?
Dum da dee doo.
Yeah, you're right.
Six is the first one, I think.
Gee, only 24 different possibilities.
And I think one is the last one.
Yeah, dude, you got it, Stacey.
Yes.
Oh my god, sound hacked. Sound hacked. Stacey, audible hacker. Audio hacks. Audio hacker.
Looks like they're finally going digital.
Oh, that's right. I remember Eddie complaining about this. They're gonna have to resort everything.
Great.
They've digitized their closed files, but only the ones before 1990.
Meaning?
Meaning our file is still somewhere in those boxes.
Perfect. A room of scattered case files and a half-done sorting system.
Yep. This is gonna be so fun for you. I'm gonna go keep a lookout.
Rude.
What? Why do I have to be the one stuck with box duty?
Because if anyone sees me, I'll have a better excuse for being there. Reach out if you need anything. R68653. Look it up.
Look it up, she says. Okay.
Should we take